Hello everyone and welcome to the Platinum YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to go ahead and use the Platinum ETH Minter, starting with the initial setup and then going ahead and getting into the application and going through every single page and every single feature available. If you do want to go ahead and check out the timestamps, they will be linked in the description. Let's go ahead and begin. The first step is to go into the Platinum Discord, locate the latest download link for the Platinum ETH Minter, go ahead and download the EXE setup, drag it to your desktop, and this is what it's going to look like. Simply double click the EXE, that will go ahead and begin the process. Go to more info and click run anyway. Because it is an unrecognized publisher, you do need to go ahead and do that process, but do not worry, the file is completely safe. It is currently installing, give it 1 moment. Now once the Platinum Contract Minter has been downloaded, all you have to do is enter your license key, which can be found at the dashboard, which I will leave linked down below. Go ahead and copy the key, enter it into this field. I've gone ahead and blurred it for this video. Click authenticate, it will verify your key. It is verified and now the application has popped up. So this is what the application looks like. As you can see, we have the minimize button, we have the X button. You can go ahead and scale the window if you wish. I'm going to keep it at this size. We have the current version, which is 0.4.6 at the time of recording this video. Then on the left side, we have the page navigation. We have settings, wallets, bidder, sniper, and tasks. We have the Platinum logo, and then we also have the gas tracker and the version once again. So before I go ahead and start on the settings page, I do want to go ahead and break down the gas tracker. So we have the average GUI and we also have the high GUI. So you can go ahead and use these numbers when it comes to your tasks to go ahead and set the appropriate gas to make sure your tasks are successful. The next part of the gas tracker is the gas calculator. So pretty simply here, you can go ahead and enter the mint price, the gas limit, the priority fee, the GUI, and it will go ahead and calculate the total fee for the transaction. So let's say, for example, we're minting an NFT for 0.05 ETH. The gas limit is, for example, 1,000. Let's just make up some things here. Let's say the priority fee is 1,000 once again. Let's say the GUI is the high GUI, which is 51. As you can see, that's going to be the total fee for the transaction. So this is some useful data when it comes to making your tasks and knowing how much ETH to allocate to your wallets. Now that we've covered that, let's begin breaking down the settings page. On this page, you see a few boxes. You have Discord webhook, your Etherscan API key, your mainnet connection endpoint, the quick task default wallets, and then we have alternative connection endpoints. I want to go ahead and break down everything. So the first thing here is the Discord webhook. This is where you can go ahead and enter your Discord webhook into the application, so notifications regarding your tasks or the sniper or the bidder will go ahead and be sent to that webhook. So that is pretty useful, so you can see how everything's doing, especially when you're running tons of tasks and it's hard to keep up with everything that's going on in the application. The next thing is the Etherscan API key. I will leave a link down below on how you can go ahead and get that for yourself. I already have one, and you can click this button to go ahead and check if the Etherscan key is valid. And now we have the mainnet connection endpoint. So you can go ahead and either use mainnet and Fura, or you can use the Platinum node. That can be found in the Platinum Discord. We have a channel breaking down exactly how you can go and use the Platinum node. Moving on to the quick task default wallets. This is where you can go and select wallets to make default wallets for quick tasks. So quick tasks is a new feature part of the Minter. So this is where you can go and select the wallet. So let's go ahead and get rid of all the wallets here. Click the drop down and this will show you every single wallet you have within the Minter. At the time of recording this video, I only have 2 wallets. I have Platinum Video Testing and Platinum Video Main. So if I were to go ahead and click this wallet, I can add that to the quick task. I can also add multiple wallets, so that's what that looks like. If you wish to go ahead and remove a specific wallet, hit the X on the wallet like so. Once you're done, click the save button, successfully save wallets. As you can see, it has saved the wallet. I will go ahead and break down and actually show you how the quick task works later in this video. Moving on to the alternative connection endpoint. This is where you once again go and select and enter connection endpoints, but we have alternative options here. We have Ringbee and Goela. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I'm going to say it. And you can go ahead and enter the links, and once you're done, hit save. As you can see, it will go ahead and save it. The final thing on this page is this section. You can go ahead and export all your data. You can import all your data, and you can also reset all your data. So this will be exported into a file type that you can go ahead and import into a different Minter if you wish. You can go ahead and use that if you wish. I will be using in today's video. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to the wallets page. This is what the wallet page currently looks like within my Minter. I'm going to break down everything. So the first thing you want to do when you get to this page is to create a group. We're going to call this video test just like so. And I will go ahead and create a group and go under the wallet group's header. So if we go ahead and enter the group, as you can see, there's 0 ETH for the 0 wallets, and it's completely empty as we have 0 wallets. You can go ahead and edit the name and also delete the individual group as well. So what we can do after we go ahead and create the group is actually put a wallet into this group. So we have a few options when it does come to that. We can go ahead and import a wallet, we can check our balance, and we can also generate a wallet. I'll get onto these buttons in a moment. So let's go ahead and actually generate a wallet first. All we have to do is select the quantity of wallets to generate as generator 1, and as you can see, it's going to generate the wallet like so. So now that we've gone ahead and generated the wallet, to go ahead and get access to this wallet, hit the edit button. Then you can see the Ethereum address and private key. That's everything you need to actually go ahead and log into this wallet as well. Then you can see the Ethereum address and the private key for your own use, and you can go ahead and save this wallet once you make any changes as well. But we're going to X out of that, and then what we can actually do is import a wallet, which is what I'm going to do right now. So let's call this Platinum Video Test, just like so. And we can allocate what group we want to put this in. We're going to put this in video test. Then we need to go ahead and grab the Ethereum address. So assuming you're using MetaMask for this and you want to go ahead and import your wallet, head over to MetaMask. I won't show this on the screen because it is sensitive information, but I'll go ahead and talk you through it. So click on the MetaMask icon on your browser, go to your account, and when it shows the account name, if you hover over it, the address will be there. It'll say copy to clipboard. Go ahead and click it, and it says copied. Then go ahead and enter the Ethereum address into this field. Then the next thing is the private key. Hit the 3 dots on the right side, go to account details, click export private key. It will ask for your password. Go ahead and enter the password for your MetaMask. To go ahead and do that, it will show your private key. Go ahead and click to copy it and go ahead and enter it into the private key field. Make sure not to share this with anyone. No one will ever ask you for this, so make sure to keep this to yourself. And then you can go ahead and click the save wallet button, and that will go ahead and add my wallet to the application. As you can see, it fully works because I have a balance here. It's currently not in use, but let's go ahead and break down everything else left on this page. So when you have a wallet, you can also refresh it if you wish, and we can go ahead and delete it as well. If you click this button, it will go ahead and update the wallet balances. So we'll go ahead and check the balances for the wallet. And as you can see, the balance status is last updated a few seconds ago because I clicked this button. Finally, you can go ahead and export and import on the wallets page. Pretty simple. I'm not going to do it in today's video, but that is available. And the final thing here, you can see the total ETH after I've added the wallet count has changed and the total ETH has changed as well. I can go to all wallets and you can see every single wallet. You can use a wallet groups for your own management. So that is a useful feature. Now let's move over to the final features on this page. If you right click the page, we have NFT transfer, fund distribution, and wrap/unwrap ETH. So the first feature is NFT transfer, and this is what it's going to look like. Essentially what you can go ahead and do is transfer NFTs from one wallet to another. So I'm going to click the source here. I'm going to select the target wallet of Platinum Video Test. And essentially what I'm going to do here is select 2 NFTs here that are in my Platinum Video main wallet and confirm the transfer, and that will go ahead and transfer my NFTs. As you can see, it's gone ahead and successfully transferred those 2 NFTs. So that is a useful feature if you do want to go ahead and transfer NFTs from one wallet to another. The next feature on this page is the fund distribution. Go ahead and click on it, and you can go ahead and distribute funds to multiple wallets. So let's go ahead and select the Platinum Video main as my source. Then we're going to select targets. So we can go ahead and select multiple targets, just like so. And you can go ahead and remove an individual targets if you wish by clicking these buttons. You can remove all the wallets by clicking this button, and you can select further wallets with the drop down. I'm going to go ahead and enter an amount here. So let's say, for example, we want to transfer 0.05 ETH. So a total of 1 ETH is going to be distributed to 2 wallets. So because I've gone ahead and chosen to distribute 0.05 ETH, a total of 0.1 ETH is going to be distributed to the wallets because it's 0.05 per wallet. So let's say I get rid of this, for example, and I can go ahead and change it, and I go ahead and confirm transfer. As you're going to see, the action cannot be reversed. Are you sure? Click confirm. Give it 1 moment to go ahead and do that. It's pending. As you can see, it has successfully transferred ETH. So if I go ahead and actually refresh this, you're going to see that the balance has been updated. The next feature on this page is the wrap/unwrap ETH option. So when you come here, you can go ahead and select a wallet to go ahead and use this for. So let's use Platinum Video main once again. You can select multiple like before, and you can individually remove a wallet with the X button or collectively remove all wallets with this button. And then you have to go ahead and enter an amount to wrap/unwrap. So let's say, for example, you want to go ahead and do a bid on any type of marketplace, and you want to go ahead and wrap some ETH, you can do this bid. So let's say the bid is for 0.1 ETH. You type in 0.1, you click wrap ETH, and you can also unwrap it. So let's say, for example, you have 0.1 ETH in your wallet that's wrapped. You can choose to go ahead and unwrap that as well. The disclaimer here is that if you select multiple wallets, wrap/unwrap/approval will be executed simultaneously for each wallet. So now that we've concluded the explanation of the wallets page, let's move over to the tasks page. Now on this page, this is what it looks like. Once again, we do need to create a group first. So let's go ahead and create a group. Let's call this video test and click add. So we'll go ahead and create the group, and we can add tasks into this group. Once again, you can go ahead and edit and delete your group if you wish. And then we have a few statuses here that will change as the tasks go through different statuses whilst they're being run. At the top, it shows the total successful checkouts, waiting for contract and failed transactions. Then we have the ID header, contract, network, wallet, status, and actions for the task. Let's go ahead and actually create a task here. For this part of the video, we do need a contract to look at to go ahead and actually create the task. So that is what we're going to go ahead and do. I have a contract here that we're going to use in today's video. So let's go ahead and create the task here, and this is what it's going to look like. So we're going to go ahead and select a wallet group. Let's call it video test. Then we're going to go ahead and select the Platinum video test wallet. You can select multiple if you wish. Once again, same rules apply with deleting all the wallets or individual wallet. Then for the network, you can choose your network. I'm going to stick to mainnet. Then we have the contract address here. So to go ahead and grab that, let's head over to the contract here, and let's go ahead and grab the contract from the URL. Let's go ahead and get Control-C. So that's how you grab it, from that slash all the way here to the hashtag. Let's go ahead and put it in. Let's click test, and as you can see, it's going to open up the contract. So that's a good way to actually test if it does work. Let's head back to the application here. Then we have the function name, which is the enter mint function name, and enter mint function parameter. So the mint function name is going to be the function to actually do the mint, and the mint function parameter is going to be how many NFTs we want to mint. So we want to mint one, but we need to find the mint function name. So this does vary from contract to contract. Not all contracts are going to look like this, but in our case, this is what it looks like. So we're going to go to write contract. We're going to look for something along the lines of mint, and it seems to be that the function name is simply mint. So we're going to type in mint. So we'll go ahead and cover the hex data override in a moment when we go ahead and set up the quick tasks. But just to go over it, when you have hex data entered, this will go ahead and override the function name and the parameters. We'll cover that when we do the quick task, do not worry. Now we need to go ahead and enter the mint price. So once again, let's head back to the contract here. Let's look at the contract. Let's go to the read contract tab here. Give this a second to load, and let's look for a price. Here we go, price, and that is 0.03 ETH. You can go ahead and convert that if you wish. Let's type in 0.03. Then we have the trigger. I'll cover that at the end of this process. We have the gas limit, which is optional, max priority, which is optional, max fee, which is optional. We have a proxy address. If you wish to use a proxy address with your tasks, once again, that is optional. And the account multiply is by number of wallets, so that will go to multiply by the number of wallets you use up here. Before we go ahead and actually execute the task, I do want to show off one thing, and that is the trigger. Now essentially what the trigger is when you go and enter it, you're essentially going to enter the trigger for the contract, colon, and then the expected value. So to go ahead and break this down, essentially when you actually go and run this task, when you click start, the task is going to automatically go ahead and mint the NFT based on the information you've entered. However, it won't do that if you enter a trigger and the expected value. If you go ahead and enter a trigger and the expected value, essentially what you're telling the task to do when you start is do not run for the NFT yet. You need to look at the contract, identify the trigger that I've entered, and when that trigger goes to the expected value, then run your task. So a use case for this is that let's say, for example, an NFT is going to have a mint and you have access to the contract. Let's say the mint's at 8 p.m. and you're setting up your task a few minutes before. If you go ahead and enter the trigger with the expected value, so let's say, for example, is public sale on, that would be the trigger, then colon, then you put true or false. Essentially, that is going to be that trigger for that task in that scenario. It varies from contract to contract, but when you do that, it will essentially tell the task to wait until the expected value comes up for a trigger, and then it will go and execute. So you can use that if you wish. It varies from contract to contract, like I said. So let's look at this contract we've used in this example. It says public sale started. So that would be the trigger here. So let's go ahead and enter that. Public sale start. Make sure you spell it right with all the capitalization correct. You hit the colon key and then you type in the expected value. So as you can see, it's set to false. So the expected value for this, when the public sale does start, is true, and that would be the trigger for this scenario. Before we actually go ahead and run this task, my apologies, I've read the contract wrong. The mint price is actually 0.003, so I'm going to save. So as you can see, the task is going to go through a variety of statuses here. Once it starts, it's going to execute the function, and then it's going to begin pending. And then we can go ahead and wait out this process, and then the NFT will be minted. As you can see, it is a success. As you can see on Discord, the transaction was successful, and we can see all the details right in the transaction because I have my webhook entered in these settings. So now we're going to move over to the quick task functionality part of today's video. So what you need to go ahead and do is download the latest version of the Platinum Tools extension. Download to your desktop. It's going to be an exe file. Double click the exe file. It says installing, please wait. Allow it to go through the process. Then a box is going to pop up that looks like this. Click download file, install it to wherever you want, but make sure you have access to that place. I'm going to install it to my desktop, and you're going to see two files that pop up. The next step is to head over to a browser that supports extensions as files. So I'm using Opera, and most Chromium based browsers do allow this. What you need to actually do is enable developer mode, and all you simply want to do is drag and drop the folder, or you can upload the zip file depending on your browser. You can look into that yourself, and as you can see, the extension now loads into the browser. So I've gone ahead and pinned my extension to my bar here. So if I go ahead and click on the extension, this is what it's going to look like. So what you need to go ahead and do here is, despite the fact that this is Platinum Tools, you need to enter your Platinum ETH Minter key into this field here. So I have mine copied to my clipboard, so I've entered it. However, if you don't, you can head over to the Hyper dashboard. If you join using Hyper, you can grab your Platinum ETH Minter key and then validate it, and you can do the same process if you joined using WAPUP. So once you have your key entered, click the validate key depending on which dashboard you're on. I'm on Hyper, so I'm going to click this, and you're going to see that the Minter key is used. Extension now in quick task injection mode. That means we can go ahead and use the quick task functionality. So now what you need to go ahead and do to actually use the quick task functionality after the previous steps is head over to a contract that is allowing mint currently. Head over to the transactions tab and look for a transaction that was a successful mint. So there's one here. I'm going to click on the transaction, and you're going to see a quick task button. So essentially what we can do here is, based on this transaction, we can create a quick task. So I'm going to go ahead and click this button. It's sending, and it's sent. So if you actually open up our ETH Minter here, you can see quick task added, and it's added a new task based on that transaction. So I'm going to hit the edit button here, and you're going to see this hex data override. Having a value here will override functions name and parameters. So essentially what we did here is create a quick task based on that successful mint transaction, and that's great. It does save time because it was a successful mint. However, when we do enter this hex data based on that successful mint, we then have to sacrifice our own function name and parameters. So when you're doing this, you do need to be very careful, because let's say, for example, I only want to mint one NFT, but that transaction actually minted 5, then I could accidentally go ahead and mint 5 when I actually wanted to mint 1. So be very careful with this. Obviously it's very useful and it has its uses, but be careful once again. We're going to click save, and we're going to run the quick task here. As you can see, it's going to go through a variety of statuses. It's executing using hex, and then it's going to move to pending. Let's give this a few moments. And as you can see, it was a success. Moving on to the sniper page, I'm going to go ahead and break down everything we can see here. We have 0 collections monitoring. Once again, we can use flashbots, and we also have a new mode called lightning mode. Lightning mode essentially will go ahead and only show you the latest NFTs based on your sniper query. So you want to go ahead and use this for a specific type. Let's say a drop just happened, you have a certain price range, you have certain traits, you can go ahead and use this in that case. Now let's go ahead and actually add a collection to the sniper. So we're going to go with doodles official. Now as you're typing it, you will see the collection pop up. That is a new feature. So let's go ahead and click on doodles here. We can set a min or max price. I'm not going to do that just yet. Number to snipe, I'm just going to keep that to 1. Click add, and then we'll go ahead and add the collection. Give it 1 moment to go ahead and populate everything. So as you can see, everything's been populated. We have the branding, we have the icon, we have the slug, we have the max ETH range that we can configure. We have the current floor for the collection, which is 7.99 ETH. And then we have the actual NFTs themselves. It's going to show the NFT, the image, and the current price. So now that we've added the collection, we can also go and delete it if we wish, or we can actually edit. Now when it comes to the edit button, when you go and click it, this is what it's going to look like. You have the collection, min price, max price, and the trait filters, as well as number 2 snipe. So if we go ahead and select a trait filter here, let's say I want the background to be grey, what that will go and do is filter the current NFT results and make sure every NFT has that trait, which is a background of grey. So as you can see, it has now updated to have the grey background. If I want to add on another traits filter, I can. That will further filter results. Let's go to body, let's put on a white sweater, let's click edit. Now let's wait for the results to change. As you can see, both trait filters have been applied, and now we're looking at NFTs with this exact configuration that have a grey background and have a white sweater, which are the 2 trait filters I've applied to this search query. So to go ahead and show off this section of the page, I've gone ahead and navigated to our test collection here just to go ahead and use it. I'm going to select my wallet of Platinum Video Main, just like so. You can select multiple wallets and you can remove all of them if you wish, or individually if you wish. So let's go ahead and actually test out the sniper here. So let's say I've gone ahead and set up my specific collection to go and monitor, and I find the NFT that I like. I have the wallet selected. We can configure the gas limit, the priority fee, and the GUI. Let's change the GUI. So the high is 39. Let's just put it to 50, for example. And we can go ahead and actually snipe one of the NFTs. All we have to simply do is go ahead and actually click on the NFT, and it will go ahead and do a sniped attempt, and now it will begin pending. As you can see, it was a success, and it shows that the NFT was sniped, and I have one sniped, and that's how much I paid. I've gone ahead and navigated over to my Discord, to the specific channel that I configured for the Discord webhook in the Minter settings, and as you can see, my Minterbot snipe was success. It shows the specific NFT, it shows the image, the transaction hash, the network, whether I use Flashbots, the grass presets, and my wallets. So that is also useful for the reason I stated previously in the video when it comes to the webhooks. Moving on to the bidder page, this is what it looks like. Hit the add button, and that will go ahead and prompt you to add a collection. So let's add a collection here, and essentially we're adding a collection to put a collection bid in. So when I click add here, I will go ahead and add the collection. This is the max bid at the moment. We click it and click create bid. It's going to take us to this page. You can go ahead and create a bid off the bat. I am not going to do that because I don't have any wrapped ETH at the moment in my wallet. So I'm going to click on the wrap ETH button. It's going to prompt me to select the wallets I want to go ahead and wrap/unwrap or approve select the wallets for. So I'm going to click Platinum Video Main, and the amount is going to be, I'm going to go ahead and go with 0.01. Then with that, we're going to go ahead and click approve selected wallets, click confirm. We need to approve it first. So let's go through this process. It's currently pending, so let's give it a few seconds here. As you can see, my wallet has successfully been approved. Now that we're approved, click the wrap ETH button, head back to the same wallet you just approved, and type in the amount you want to go ahead and wrap ETH for. I'm going to go with 0.01 and click wrap ETH, then click confirm. As you can see, the wrap function hash was generated and now it's pending. As you can see, we've gone ahead and successfully wrapped the ETH. Now I can go ahead and use that same wallet after I've approved it and wrapped ETH to go ahead and button an offer here. And that is exactly what I'm going to go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and button a bid of 0.005, and the expiration date is going to be tomorrow. I'm going to go ahead and confirm the collection bid, click confirm, it's sending collection bid, and as you can see, the offer has been sent. Just to go ahead and show you that the collection offer actually went through, you can see that this is my name, this is my account, and this is for the wallet, and we went ahead and bought in a collection offer on this collection. That is going to go ahead and conclude today's video. If you guys enjoyed, please go and drop a like, subscribe if you guys are new, turn on post notifications, turn on next time you upload. I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace out.